Just about set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go here in Inglewood. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Parkinson in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The 49ers go out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Rams offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
The motion man is Nakua. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Slot man going to move in motion left. He'll try to run for it with Williams. A gain there of 11. 1st down, L.A.
It's a gain of 11.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Williams trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
His kick is good. Makes the score Rams 7, 49ers nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's when the offense will take over. The 49ers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Our throw on the move is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. And now it's 4th down.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They'll send a man in motion left. Off play action. It's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Back to Adams. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. The motion man is Nakua. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Man in motion is Smith. On second down, a run with Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throw on third down, Stafford, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Colby.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's Ethan Evans now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The 49ers offense ready to take over possession of the football. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. So they come to the line for first down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Purdy. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Ho-ho! And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Play action now for Stafford. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 2. Stafford. Throw over the middle. Brought in by Adams. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, LA.
Rams, 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Again, it's Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
I'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. They'll lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
How about 4 catches catches on this drive alone. Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
First down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Pull the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Banjo.
Now Stafford on third and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, LA.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through, and the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49ers 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
At the 26. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. That stop made by Byron Young.
The 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This is 3rd and 6. The motion man here is Bourne. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of
They
27
get the
on
conversion
play.
on third down. It was a
49ers
gain of
first
27.
down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for
Juwan Jennings was the intended target.
It's now
And it'll bring up second
10.
down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
It's third down coming up.
Third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Back to the air is Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings.
Complete to
Pick up
Juwan
there of
Jennings.
13. It's good
gain of
for a
13
Niners
yards.
first down.
First down, San Francisco.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Brings up second and a yard.
Second and a yard. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up third down.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Purdy. Moving to his right. He'll try and get, and he's into the end zone.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good.
That ties
And the
game.
49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own
The Rams
29-yard
offense
line.
and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass is caught left side, that's Parkinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Niners offense going to take over just before the half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Kittle is the man in motion. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Rams 14.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Stafford. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. .3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The
49ers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he gets this up close to the 40. That is Quentin Lake there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 38 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Pinheiro set
So
to
now,
kick
after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
The Rams take over first
The
and
Rams
10.
offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
At the 47-yard
Whatever
line.
they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Stafford now on second down. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Now third.
This pitch and catch may
5.
have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Stafford now on third down. That's caught by Puka. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily.
And he will score! Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
He's got it. And the Rams cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Rams 21.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, 49ers.
And a 49er first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On second down, Purdy. That is caught at the 3. Going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
San Francisco.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
31, Rams 21.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Rams take over.
Kyron Williams and the Rams
at their own
offense
24-yard
ready
line.
to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They go play action with Stafford. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too
Stafford's
far.
pass.
That's an
Intended
incompletion.
for
Tyler Higbee was
Incomplete.
the intended receiver.
Marquise Siegel on
And
the
it'll lead
coverage.
to a second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It is third and 10. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
18 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Ridiculous! Take him out! Waste of time. Do it!
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 with a first down.
34-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. Here's Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. He'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
But the fullback trying to power it home. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion here is Jennings. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he will score again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
21. Eddie Pinheiro set
So
to kick
now,
off.
after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Second down, it's Stafford. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second down and a yard. Here's a handoff to Williams. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. Second and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it third and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Stafford will throw here on third and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on third and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
First down, Stafford. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
complete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They put Adams in motion. On third down, Stafford. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You find yourself down big, it's the fourth quarter, there's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 10 yards.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
San Francisco.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
49ers.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.